walked right past you guys. Good morning or good afternoon. Let's get started. We're going to go right into this, and I'll just kind of, we'll stretch and I'll talk. So it's, good morning. Happy Thanksgiving week. So let's get started. We're going to need a bar today, or a good substitute for one. So maybe something permanent or really heavy. I put some weight on this little lightweight stool. It's still a little light, so you're going to be putting some pressure. And I'm going to try to avoid a bunch of pulling and pushing, but we're going to do some light pushing, maybe some light pulling. So you want to make sure your bar is not going to give way or collapse on you. So just go ahead and stretch out, dynamic warm up. You want to make sure your abs are in the entire time here. It'll be really, really important to keep your belly nice and tight when we go to the bar. And you want to hold your abs in, like pull them like you're pulling your whole abdominals, like from the top to the bottom. Pull them back to, like, think if you're pulling your belly button back to the back of your pants. Give me a nice side runner's lunge. Push that hip flexor down. Stretch out those inner, outer thighs. Really, really good. Bring that toe up. Stretch out the back of that calf, hamstring. All right, center straddle stretch. If you can, give me froggy squats. If not, you just go as low as you can. So you might just be up here. That's fine. Just really wanting to warm up inner, outer thighs and lower body. So we will get, did a runner's lunge other side. We'll get our lower upper body. We'll add weight as much as we can. We'll come off the bar. We'll add some weight. So if you have light weights, go ahead and grab them. And we will do some mat work as well. So you're going to need a towel or a mat. And light weights if you have, or grab something to substitute. Okay, but right now, we go to the bar. So find something sturdy, like I said. We're gonna face it for right now, and then we're gonna face, then we're gonna go from side to side. So I might be going to the back wall so you can get just all your views and see what we're doing. So if I don't face you with my face, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just making sure that everyone can see what I'm doing. Okay, so you're just gonna start. I'm not trusting this. I'm gonna add like one more weight. And just try to be as gentle as you can on your surface. I don't want any injuries. Let's not have any catastrophes before Thanksgiving. So you're gonna start facing your bar. Big inhale. Let's do it one more time. Big inhale. Reach along, tiny back bend. So you wanna make sure those toes are gonna stay pointed unless I say flex. And your abs are in. Nice posture. You keep your chin up. You're not going to tuck your head down. You're not going to tuck your chin into your neck. Roll those shoulders back. So big inhale and exhale. On the exhale, we'll reach for the bar. So go ahead, pull in that belly. These will be pretty simple. I'm really tall and long here, so you might see me put my forearm if that feels better for you. If you're tall and that feels okay, you can do that, or just keep your arms nice and straight. I want to add like an elbow bend in a minute. So just here, get used to whatever you're using as your bar. So just simple, effective leg lifts or leg extensions behind you. Don't throw that leg up. You want to really control it. I'm on my right. You could be on your right, or whatever way is easiest for you to see me. So we'll make sure we do the other leg if it's easier for you to start on your other leg to see the TV or computer. So simple lift and lower. So notice I'm adding a little elbow bend, just a tiny elbow bend to work that chest. You might look a little different here. You might be a little bit closer, a little bit further away. It doesn't matter. You just want to get some upper body in there and squeeze on that back bottom. I'm squeezing on my right glute, and then squat, tiny plie on your standing leg. You want to keep everything off the knee on your standing leg. So you're going to lift it up and then tiny point behind the standing foot. Stay with that elbow bend. So diagonal to diagonal. So standing knee, you want to make sure that you're concentrating on your muscle, not your knee, not your joint. So it's kind of weird to say, but if you can focus your energy into your quad and hamstring, glute, calf, and think of keeping that area around the knee protected, like I envision like a bubble. And that sounds weird, but it just helps me keep some of that pressure off your knee, keep some pressure off your knees. You can get your quads stronger, and you can help like rehab if you have knee injuries. If you have a part of your rehab that involves doing a bend and push. So now flex. That gets that is supposed to help your quads get stronger, or you've been told for more quad strength. And so barre is a great way to get more quad strength. You just have to be really careful as you do it. Do not put too much pressure on that knee and make everything worse. So you're still plieing on that standing knee. I'm in releve on the ball of my foot on that leg. You can be flat foot if that's not comfortable. And I'm just pushing up my right foot, as flat as I can get my foot. Like you have a piece of pizza sitting on it and bending and pushing up. So you should be feeling this burn big time in your standing leg. Now just pulse it, spin. Push your heel to the ceiling, really squeeze. You want to try not to open to the side. Whatever leg is lifting, try not to open to that side. My chair keeps moving. 4, 3, 2, last one. Good job. Okay, you're gonna turn to the side. We are just gonna see how this little half-pound stool works for me. Be careful, please, at home. So you are gonna turn, you're gonna face that direction that you were just lifting, that leg that you were just lifting. So I'm gonna face into my right side, and you're gonna lift that leg if you can. So your goal is lifting your leg in line with your hip, so it should be that high. Point that toe, it's still the right leg, or still that same leg you were lifting, and you're gonna come and brush that leg straight in front of you and right back to the sides. Right out to the side, not behind you. Try not to lower it at all. If you need to slow it down like I just did, I'd rather you really slow this down. It's not easy. It looks really easy, it's just not, is it? And I really want you to keep it in line with your hips. So you're making a big L with your outside leg. Keeping those toes super pointed. Keep that knee nice and soft. Okay, stay with it. Keep breathing. Okay, now we're going to extend it a little bit more behind you. So out in front, and then lift and extend. So flow it forward slowly, keep that L going, and then nice plie, and then extend behind your hip. You should feel that in your glute. You should feel it in basically both legs, every single part of your leg, but you should feel that right glute act up a little bit more. And just keep that L going, keep that nice brush right here. You're really working your abs there too. Okay, now I want to dip. This should feel a little good. This should feel a little bit better. So brush the floor and then lift. Brush it, flex, lift it, point. Brush, point it. So I know I'm swinging and I know the tempo got a little bit faster, and that's okay, but I don't want you to lose your form. It should feel good to get some of that stress, that tension out of that leg, but don't just fling. So it's not this, right? It's really nice and controlled. Here's 4. So your abs should be firing. If they're not, you need to squeeze them so tight. Stay here, out to the side again. Okay, you're going to come and relevate if you want, kind of the same thing we did with that leg behind you. I want you to give me a nice plie squat and lift. Plie, lift. Or straighten up and plie with that lift. Tiny squat and lift. Now point your toes here and then flex. So we're going to go through a point, flex. You should feel the difference that makes on your glutes. When you point and flex, it's a different feel. Keep it off the knees. If your knees are feeling the pressure, remember to put that protective little bubble around them. And put it all right here. Now keep it flex, flex. Pulse it so your leg can come, your heel goes slightly behind your bottom or your hip. Come on, stool. I feel like it might go flying in a minute. I'm sure hope not. Pulse it, so squeeze those inner thighs and those glutes as tight as you can. Here's for 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna bend in that knee, okay? You're gonna bend and flex it and push. Flex it in and squat and push. We do lots of versions of this. We do this on the mat. We do this with our legs behind us. We do this on all fours. We really get this moving, but it's really effective to crunch in those abs, and then you'll feel that squeeze tight in your bottom. When you push, you gotta keep the heel. The secret is keeping that heel foot super flex. Here's 4, use those abs. 3, 2, last one. Okay, you're gonna stay in this leg, and then we're gonna go down to the mat and do some ab upper body work. I want you to have this leg, that same leg behind you, and we're going to curtsy, and we're going to well, we can do it from the side so you can see me. You're gonna curtsy and lift. And so if you wanna add, I'll show you. You wanna grab a weight, you can add it here for that hover curtsy, and then side extension, point the toe. You wanna reach, like if we were in class, that mirror, y'all keep going. Your bar would be here and your mirror is here, right? You wanna reach towards your mirror. So reach for that opposite side. And you'll feel those abs really tighten up. A few more singles, so big long reach. Really outstretch the fingers, the toes are nice and pointed. Stay up, pulses, so you're here. 4, 3, 2, last one. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, I hope you felt that. Okay, so if you want to pause me, do a quick little cardio interval, some jacks, a jog, a big march, you can right here. If not, we're gonna move on. Okay, I have to consult. I have some new mat exercises, and I just want to make sure I'm doing everything right. I don't think those are it. Okay. Well, I did, I thought. Here we go. Okay, so grab your weights. Can't seem to find it. Okay, we'll keep going. Grab those weights and come down to your mat. I've got a light pair and a heavier pair. So it's up to you which ones you want to work, the ones you want to use to work with. So I want you to be on, I'm just gonna, staying with opening towards the right, I'm gonna be on my left side. And I'm gonna put a towel under my hip. You can, or you don't have to, it's up to you. So you're gonna crunch in your knees. Your knees are gonna stay together. I'm gonna try and grab a 5-pounder and see how that feels. So your knees and your feet are gonna stay together. You're gonna tuck your knees into a little ball into your chest, and then you're going to reach out your legs to kind of like the corner of the room to the diagonal and reach for that weight. You're gonna crunch it in little ball, and then extend long line. In, crunch, little ball, big extension. Okay, so from here, we're gonna crunch into a little ball and then shoot it up to straddle stretch, ball, straddle. So make sure those toes are really pointed, pulling in your belly. So this is Pilates work. So it's in your breath. You gotta stay nice and controlled. You're off balance by only kind of being on your hip. So the wiggling, the wobbling is good. It's just creating instability. It's getting your core stronger. Few more, 4, 3. Keep those toes super pointed. Stay here with that straddle. You're gonna lift bottom leg to lift it to the top leg and then lower. Lift, lower, lift. If you want some extra weight, you can set it on your bottom leg, but I want you feeling this in your abs, or you can always set this weight down. Really pull in your abs, but don't forget to breathe. You can slow this down if you need to. This is intense. A few more. 4. Here's 3. Stay with me. So good. 2. Last one. Crunch it in. Oh goodness, just getting all the work in right before our big Thanksgiving dinner, and time and rest and a break with your families, hopefully. So you are welcome to save this as well as any of our workouts and do these at home when you need a little break from cooking or a break from family or a break from too many people. That's what I need. I get too many people overload. Okay. So you're going to pull in your belly here. I'm going to hang on to my weights. And kind of with that same kind of motion, I'm going to pull and I'm going to push my legs in, crunching little ball, and out. Extend, pull, extend. So the key here is belly is so tight. You're scooping in your abdominals, bringing that belly button towards your spine. Okay, so you can stay here on your elbows, or to kick it up a notch, you can come up. I'm slowly working this up. With those weights behind you or hands just on the floor. Crunch it in, big push out. Really work those lower abs here. Now if you can, see if you can take your hands off the floor. Now you won't recline as much. That's okay, just make sure your belly stays super scooped in. This is really intense lower ab work. Those lower abs where it's so hard to shape them and tone them and get them stronger, especially after childbirth. So Pilates and bars, excellent way to do that. 4, let's do 3 more. Keep breathing through it. Think about something exciting or pleasant. Last one. Good job, you guys. I hope y'all made it through that. It's not easy, so good job. Okay, quickly hop up. We're gonna do a quick little upper body section, and then we're gonna go right into that other leg on the bar. Okay, so of course we're gonna add lower body to this, but we're gonna grab your weights. Okay, so just face me, and you're gonna give me a little squat back. I don't know how to explain the squat, maybe I'll come up with a name. So we're just gonna kind of drag our arms forward and back, like you're kind of like, what's this motion? Kind of like you're jogging, but kind of, I don't know, if I saw somebody jogging like this, I would think they were weird. But this is our like a little pulley action. So front and back, so that's your arms, front, back. So it's push, pull, lengthen, and pull it back. Those arms stay strong the whole time. And you're gonna just add this little lunge with it. There we go, push, pull. It's kind of like one of those racer lunges. It's like kind of like a half reverse lunge. Make sure your hips are in line with each other, meaning don't dip down your right. A few more. Working on that balance. Keep those abs tight. Now stay here in that right or left side lunge, okay? All right. I want you to, instead of coming up and sitting on that front heel or ball of that foot, come back on your back ball of your foot. Easy on that knee, okay? And I want you to press into your bottom and your hamstring, and I want you to open up and out. So a W comes in front. So I'll show you what this looks like from the side. Okay, y'all see it? It's kind of a weird lunge looking thing. But I really want you to open up your chest now, kind of like a W to fly, and just keep pulsing it down so your weight's on that back ball of your foot. Keep that knee soft. You really gotta squeeze that bottom. It's gotta be nice and tight. Make sure it's tight up at the top. If it's not, lift that hip up an inch. Here's 4. Here's 3. Look at something that's not moving. That'll help your balance. 2. Last one. A good job. Need to change the song. Oh gosh, very quickly. Double. We're gonna use our bar or your sturdy island or chair or couch for this one. We're gonna stay with that right leg back, the same one that we were using. We're just kind of hanging on to the bar just for balance here. I'm gonna double my weight, so you don't have to. We're gonna row it up, lift. So it's not as much about the leg as it is about abs and upper body. I want those abs so tight. I know you're like, well, how are we doing abs? But I promise we are. And then reach and pull. It's not a drop the weights. It's not a flop those weights to the floor. It's a controlled lowering and lifting. You can add a little height in that leg if you want. 4 singles, 3, 2, last one. Now you're gonna just give me a tiny extension with the shoulder press. So extend, extend. One arm shoulder press, it's not easy. You can come and roll it if you want, or lift. You can slow it down, you don't have to go fast here. You have 5, squeeze everything nice and tight, abs. Don't drop your chin or your neck. Here's 2, last one. Okay, come out of that. All right, other side, let's go right into it. You guys, if you need to stretch, pause me and then get back to it. My 1 pound or less stool now is 20 pounds. Okay. So grab your bar, and remember other side. Let's do a big inhale. Well, let's do a little bit of stretch. Okay, so come behind your bar, give yourself some room. Big inhale, exhale, fall forward, hinge forward, knees are soft. Reach for the floor, wiggle your toes, make sure they're awake. Make sure you're not holding your toes and squeezing them. Make sure they're still moving. All right. Slowly roll up. Big inhale, exhale. Fine. So, right, you don't fall over, find your bar. Okay. Lift and lower. Lift and squat. And that standing knee, remember, easy on your knees. Squat on that standing leg, and then knee. So you're reaching that other leg up to the ceiling. Pulling that belly in, your head's in line with your neck and your shoulders. Don't drop that chin towards your neck. Squeeze the bottom. Use your breath. We're not having designated abs here. So those abs we just did will be our abs. We might do a little 30-second plank at the end. Keep squeezing, squeezing. We're gonna go over time here today, not too much. Remember that elbow in, so you use your shoulder and chest. Okay, bring it around slightly. Diagonal, bring that foot around. That toe stays so pointed. Make sure that bar is sturdy, you're not going anywhere on it. Use those abs, point behind you, then tap, point. Tap with a little cross, cross. Stay with it, we're almost there, you guys. You got a big, nice break, hopefully this week. I'm gonna stay. Sorry, a Band-Aid adjustment. Okay. Here's 4, 3, 2. We're gonna bend and push. Last one, you're gonna bend and push it up. No, sorry, okay, you're gonna push it up with that squat. Push it up, so knee bend, push that foot up, nice and flex. So you're pushing that bottom towards the ceiling, adding that squat, standing knee or standing leg, all out of your joints. Push it, squeeze that bottom as tight as you can, push it, push the heel to the ceiling, and you're gonna crunch in that leg and push it, crunch, push it, crunch, crunch, push it. So flex it in, point it up. Control this. Worried about control here. Flex that foot, so we're crunching into your chest with that knee. Use those abs right here really, really tight, and then leg extension control. So don't just fling your leg. In, lift, in, crunch, lift. Almost there, 2. And we turn to the side. Last one, you're gonna stay with that leg high to the side, in line with your hip, remember? So slow it down. L in front of you, point it back to the side. Okay. shaking all over the place. L, in, and out. Slow it down. Use those abs to control yourself. It's not comfortable. It's not fun. It's pretty intense. You're gonna get stronger. I promise. Those abs are really firing off. That makes it really hard for me to talk. Just keep that leg super pointed. I'm gonna shut up now. Use your breath. A few more. Stay with me, you guys. It's intense, but I really want you to work through it. Use your breath. Think about, go to your happy place. Okay. Up. We swept and extended. Sweep, extend, sweep, extend it, flex. Point, sweep, or no, flex it in, point it up. Flex, you can add the arms. I feel like I need to stabilize myself. Point it up, don't fling. Stay easy on that knee, soft knee. 4, 3, 2, last one. Keep it up here for 10. 5. Stay with me, stool. 3, 2, last one. Good job. Oh my goodness. Okay, what do we do next? Did we bend it? Oh yeah, sorry. We bend it. So flex that foot, you're gonna bend it in, push it out. In with the crunch, push it out. You can add a squat in that knee. Squat it in, push. Like you're knocking something over with the back of that foot or your heel. You're pushing it away there, go away. Bad person. Push away, push them away, push. Here's 4, 3, 2. Last one. Oh my goodness. Okay, figure 4 stretch. Y'all stick with it, we are almost there. Hey, while we're up, let's go ahead and grab your weights and we'll do that extension in the rows. So when we finish on the mat, we can just stay down. You don't have to pop up for this. So double your weights up if you can. You know what, I can choose one of these. Okay. So remember, it's not really about the extension, but I still want proper form. So you're gonna reach and pull. Reach it, so slowly lower that arm, that weight. Hold, please, don't keep going. Don't just drop it. Okay, control this. Sorry, I've got bad words in these songs. They sneak past the censor on Spotify. Inhale, exhale. Abs are so tight. Remember, we're working our abs here. A few more, you guys. Stick with it. Use those abs, squeeze that bottom, come all the way up. You'll really feel the booty in the abs when you come up. All right. So we a curtsy, hover, and shoulder press. I feel like I didn't do this on the last side with this curtsy, but it's okay. Oh, I did. I know what I did. Reach. Reach. I think I did that. Reach. You can do a curtsy like extension, or you can stay with that hover. Extension, reach towards the opposite side, or your mirror if you're in class, or your bar. Chair, stool, kitchen counter. Here's 2. Last one. Slowly lower. Y'all stay with me. We just have a few more, couple more minutes of work, and then not even that. So, okay. Other side on that right. Remember, bring those heels, those knees together, crunch in a little ball. Let's use our weights here. Okay. Remember, crunch in, and use a towel. Crunch in, little ball, really crunch it in, and legs out reach. So in, reach for your toes. In, use those abs. The wiggling is good, but really use lower belly here. Remember, now we straddle. Out. In. It's not easy, you guys. I wanted to give you a pretty good, intense workout. I hope you'll have time to play it or do it on your own and add some more cardio this week. It'll make you feel so much better when you're stressed or when you're tired or you're just overworked, overcooked. Here's 4, point the toes. 3, here's 2. Remember, this is intense. Lift, lower. We've got 10 of these. Just stay with it. Go to happy place. You can reach it if you want, or you can drop your weight. Control this. We'll end with a 30-second forearm plank. Here's 4, really squeeze that inner thigh. Don't drop that leg, lower it slowly. 2, last one. Ouchies. Okay. Child's pose, big deep breath in and out. And I'm gonna just guide you in your stretches, and I'm gonna leave you be, or please use one of like our yoga or our stretch classes, or take time, like 5 minutes of your time to stretch just for a few minutes, and then hold those stretches for 20-30 seconds at a time. So let's end with the plank. I want your booty nice and, or not nice and flat, but I want it flat down. I want you in one straight line with your body. Everything tight. You're pulling your abs in towards your spine again, still. You can move, like you can rock, or you can do your hips, small little hip dips. You know, you can go to the sides. Whatever you want to do to pass the time. If you want to hold it, you're welcome to hold it longer. I just have to go ahead and lead us through a quick stretch. I don't want you to quickly stretch. I want you to keep stretching. Maybe have 5 minutes of nice big stretches, nice long stretches. All right, child's pose, great job. Slightly hips to the side. Or you're welcome to do our warm up again, where we did those reaches and those plies. So you can go into a butterfly stretch, pushing those knees down. You want to keep your posture nice and tall, keep everything open. I want shoulders down and back. Now, from here, you can go to a half side straddle stretch. So you would do this on both sides. You want to reach overhead, look overhead. That'll work the abs out. And instead of pulsing on your cool down, big inhales and then exhale deeper, bigger stretch. Inhale, exhale deeper. Inhale, exhale further. And then other arm, lift up. And keeping your torso nice and long instead of like crunching around in your back. You know, reach for the other toe, look towards your knee. Big inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale for deeper stretches instead of pulsing. So you go ahead and do that on your other side. Then into a center straddle stretch. Same thing with your torso, nice and long. Big inhale, point your toes, exhale. So your toes are gonna come back behind you, possible heels forward, and walk yourself out nice and long. You're gonna keep yourself lifted instead of hunching. You might get like deeper or further in distance in this stretch when you hunch, but I'd rather you have beautiful, nice posture and keep yourself nice and lifted and open. Breathe, inhale, and then exhale, walk it out, and then walk it out, and holding these stretches if you can for 30 seconds at a time. And then in from that, you can, if you were here, you can go right into a pigeon stretch. All right, you can pop up from a pigeon stretch into that runner's lunge stretch, twisting each side. And then you can come up and do a warrior. You know, your reaches forward and back if you're a yogi, or just nice stretching here, and then give it a center straddle. You can go to the other side, same thing. And you guys, we are done. Let's do our inhale, exhale. Well, let's reach for the floor one last time. Slowly rock those hips side to side. I want you to have a happy Thanksgiving. Club is closed, check. the schedules for holiday hours, I am not sure that I know them. I will be back recording more classes next week. Inhale, exhale. Let's do another one. Oh, yay. You guys, thank you so much for joining me. Have a great time. Be safe, and we'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye.